Hey guys, we are at the Martello Room in the Secret Garden in Kingston, and this was a really wonderful trip. My first time meeting Tete, and we've done so many things already. We spent 3 days in Toronto in the suburbs, and then we went to
Ottawa.
Yeah,
Very enlightening trip to Ottawa. Very eye-opening.
Very eye-opening
in many ways.
Yeah, because I didn't expect it to be that way. Like, as my mom and I were telling Tete, it was a really nice city from what we remembered in 2016 with, a lot of families, the Byward Market, Rideau Mall, and all those places that seemed really bustling back then. But now, as we saw just yesterday, it was kind of empty.
Yes, unfortunately, many places in Ottawa were very empty, and we noticed very alarming problems. And I'll be blunt with you guys because your girl Tete's very blunt. Leos are blunt. It was like Gotham, like that one beginning scene in the new Batman, or anything with Batman. I was expecting Batman to come out because Ottawa has many problems. Ottawa, you need to address your problems. Address them.
And don't delete this video, Trudeau. I know that you like to delete
Yeah, Justin, please don't. Please don't, Justin. I mean, there's a lot I want to say to you, Justin, but I won't because I'm a Yank and I really shouldn't criticize. But Ottawa, you need to clean up your act. You do. Also, everybody, please be nice to your baristas because I'm tired of people being jerked to baristas. Also, one critique. Everybody stop driving so fast. Why are you in a hurry? Why? Do you not know pedestrian laws? I mean, please come to the U.S. and learn how to drive. I'm sorry. Sincerely, a very upset Yank. Also, please accommodate with more water bottles. People get hydrated. I think the reason people are half mad is because they're dehydrated. Hydrate more like us Americans. That is all my critique. Trudeau, if you're watching this, please drink more water and get more sensibility. Clean up Ottawa. And for all of you Canadians out there, please drive slower. Remember, there might be a kid on the road. Well, maybe there's no kids, but don't hit people.
Yes. I mean, I definitely noticed a huge change. Like the minute we landed, because we took a really early flight to Ottawa, right? The minute we landed, we saw some interesting things. I didn't see it because I was focused on my phone and getting the right bus, but she saw it and she was very quiet. So I didn't really know what was happening. I just thought she was tired. But, she saw a very suspicious figure at the airport.
I saw a very suspicious figure. I was alarmed by the suspicious figure. To all my viewers out there, it was very frightening, like that opening sequence of Batman where this poor man is on the sub and Batman has to confront the gang outside of the sub. So it's Gotham. I guess it's like Gotham Light, except it's less populated. There's no neon signs.
No police to be seen.
There was no police. I mean, except for one or two security mall guards, and for some reason special forces with red berets, which I have no idea why they're there in the mall. Is this something you see on a day? I don't understand. This was like a very strange ARG. Ottawa, please clean up your act.
Yes, because Rideau was kind of old when I went there in 2016, but now, there's a lot of problems. Not only are a lot of the stores closed, but you see some of the homeless and the druggies coming into the mall unchecked, and they were going through the garbage.
And that's another thing. You know what? You may want to criticize the U.S. all you want, and of course we have our problems. I'm not going to be the one to call the kettle black, but we try to have more infrastructure and resources. Are the resources and infrastructure good? Not really. But at least we don't leave a lot of people abandoned in the open. Now that said, I know the problem in California, but that's another ball of wax. The reason I hold you guys to a higher standard is because you constantly brag about it and you often say, oh, everything is perfect. Then why are you not taking care of your people? Mm-hmm. Also, you're not as overpopulated or stressed as we are. Also, I would think that even if your economy is smaller, you would probably be able to budget better than we are. We're drowning in debt. I don't think you guys have debt.
I don't know. I think so. I think every country has debt.
Okay, every country has debt, but it's not like us. We're insane. We're like 40 trillion or something. I would like to see more care. I want to give props to Kingston for having more care. I felt a lot more compassion here.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to thank those protesters in front of the building.
Yes, we saw them at City Hall yesterday.
Yes,
You know,
City
a bunch
Hall.
of people were holding signs that said "honk for homes" because they were concerned about the homelessness problem, which, you know, at first glance actually looks worse than Ottawa. Because in Ottawa, it's more dispersed.
It's more dispersed. And it's a city, you expect it,
Mhm.
but not a smaller community like this.
And this is the sad thing. You can't even see a kid or teen really, you know, travel throughout this place. Like when you look at the streets, it's all adults because
True. Or scared students running.
yes, the students look very scared.
Very scared, very concerned. They were running.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were doing the 40-yard dash on the street.
It's not like the students at University of Toronto. They were running to show school spirit.
Yes, I want to congratulate Toronto on being a beautiful, exceptional city. Toronto, you're a shining star. Thank you for making me feel welcomed and happy. You gave me some of the happiest moments of my life. I love you, Toronto. You're magnificent. Also, props to Toronto for being very beautiful and elegantly spaced. And also, Toronto, thank you for being the inspiration for Metropolis. Any comic book fans, don't let them tell you that Metropolis is New York. It is not. New York is kind of crappy. Toronto is beautiful. It also has a lot of buildings for men in blue tights to jump off of.
Ottawa doesn't.
Ottawa is small. Ottawa needs Batman. Canadian Batman. I don't know though. Canadian Batman sounds wrong.
Yeah, he's probably, you know, very political.
He's probably very well. He just sits and stands.
He watches from afar.
He watches from afar.
Right. So definitely Kingston is better than Ottawa, but then we were surprised by the number of homeless and druggies we saw. There were more than Ottawa. Like we were taking a bus to come here from the VIA station, and there were so many things we saw.
We saw maybe 20 to 25. Not lying, not exaggerating. And that alarmed me. I do want to applaud for people helping out more with blankets and pillows. I think that was more compassionate.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to thank Kingston for being more welcoming and for providing more of a service culture, which Ottawa, I don't think you have the concept of service. Except for that one barista. If this barista finds this video, I don't know your name, but you were very cute and wonderful.
Equinox, right?
Equator.
Yeah.
Also, if you have an Instagram DM me, it's Tete de Fuck. Slide into my DMs.
I'm gonna try to find him.
Yes.
He was a nice guy, but like a lot of other people were demanding.
Cold, heartless, cruel, rude. Like their heart was carved out of them.
Like the people at the business.
Yes. Well, no, the business, I gotta give them credit. And some of those guys are really nice.
The older couple.
Oh, the older couple.
Yeah.
No, everybody, a lot of people in the service, you did wonders for me. Thank you very much for polite.
But the guests.
But the guests, okay, to all you people in Ottawa, why are you so rude? Well, okay, also to, maybe it's a cultural thing. In America, you're expected to be extroverted, smiling, and bustling and lovely. Also, I'm Latino, so maybe I'm more critical. Latin people demand a lot of social graces. Maybe our standards are different. Please smile. You can show emotion. You won't get taxed for it. I know there's a tax for everything. Also at the airport, why did you charge me $50 for cruise?
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous. I wanted to say something, but I was like, man, I don't know, maybe it is that long price.
It is. I mean, why is water $6 a bottle?
Yeah, it was 17 per person. That's how I got that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Ottawa,
Especially since you're the Catholic.
exactly. Toronto, you're a darling dear. If you were manifested as a child, I would kiss you on the forehead.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Toronto's good stuff.
Toronto Zoo needs to be fixed. That is disgusting. Also, there's so many violations for animal welfare. If I was an animal welfare inspector, I would have that case condemned.
It was sad because I went there in 2009. It was already kind of bad, but now it's really falling apart. I feel like a lot of the employees there are part-time or like volunteers, so that's why no one really cares.
Animals are underfed, understimulated, and overstressed. They lack stimulation, proper diet. We also saw a poor little hornbill eat paper, trash, like litter. There was litter in some of these cages. Also, the tiger was looking very uneven, and also I think the jaguars looked so lethargic and bored.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
Poor
things.
things. And also, the toilets were horrendous.
They were.
Also, your food stations. Props to the guy who ran the bubble tea shop. You were wonderful. That was my first wonderful experience with bubble tea. My second experience in Ottawa with bubble tea was less pleasant. But props to the guy who ran the bubble tea at the zoo. You're wonderful. I don't know if you see this video, but props to you, sir. Very clean, very wonderful, and professional. I loved your sawanas. But everybody else, you need to clean your food stations.
Definitely. There were so many flies and moths.
Far too many flies and moths. We need to have netting, and we need to have more citronella lamps. But everything else about Toronto was wonderful. I want to thank all the people in the universities for welcoming us. Trinity, Chapel, Hart House. Hart House, you were wonderful. Thank you for giving me an experience like English academia. I felt like I was stepping into the pages of D.H. Lawrence, thank you. Or that I was like walking in the footsteps of Lewis and Tolkien.
I know, it was amazing.
It was amazing.
So many new things to discover.
Many new things to discover. Thank you, Toronto, for being very beautiful. Ottawa, to quote that thing from Mean Girls, no presents for you.
Yes, it has really declined a lot from what I remember. Yeah, we didn't even want to go to Parliament because of our tiredness and also the risk.
Also, Parliament, you close your tours. I was disappointed. I understand. We have to do this 100 days in Parliament, which makes sense. Although I think 100 days is a little excessive. In America, it's like 30 days and you move on.
Exactly, yeah. And also, the O train, I thought it would be a lot better. Like at the beginning, it looked okay, but then
the O train was detestable. Rideau Station was a nightmare. It was honestly bad, man.
And like you said, it's only been 2 or 3 years old. Like it's very new, and I don't know why it looks so bad already.
And also, to people at the Rideau Station, do you not wash your windows? This would not fly in America. This would not fly in the US. I know what you're going to say, that we have our problems, and we have this, but also too, I think you would be calling the kettle black because a lot of people are subtly racist.
Oh yes, we're going to talk about that.
Yes.
At the DS station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder if this woman will see it. Your behavior was disgusting. If you wanted social distancing, wear a mask and don't stand there like a gobbing fish. Also, there was no reason to be racist. Why didn't you attack me like that? Why did you attack my friend like that?
Exactly. I was the only person who attacked. Stay away. Where she said,
she said,
stay back.
Says, please social distancing, keep away.
Yeah.
But you were not wearing a mask, and also you were throwing a suitcase at my friend. I was getting the impression that a lot of people here were reserved and polite. Everybody says, oh, they're polite, and they say a boot. I did not hear anybody say a boot.
No.
I think that accent's fake. All of you kind of sound like William Shatner, but softer. Also, I did not appreciate your racism, and I hope you went back to wherever you were from. I don't know, the city, Quebec City.
Yeah, I think so.
Going back to be racist there.
I know, that was just disturbing.
That was very disturbing. I hope you see this. Your behavior was disgusting. If you were in the States, somebody would have called you out, and I would have called you out if I didn't want to respect, I guess, the odd reservedness. Because honestly, I feel like you can't say anything.
Yeah, there is that.
And so everybody stop being subtly racist. It's a very bad look. At least in the US, you say, oh, you're racist, but we're open and honest about it. And we're more communicative. We learn how to communicate with people. You can communicate. I don't know if this is a European thing. Europeans, please comment down below if you're actually communicative. Everybody from Europe, whether you're from Spain, Romania,
Germany,
Belgrade.
Yeah.
Belgradians, please comment.
I think they are more communicative. I think it's just also the fear of it.
That's
I think
true.
a lot of people are a lot more fearful than I remember in 2016, probably because of COVID and the unemployment and the problems it has caused.
That's true. I mean, I guess it's a little bit like that in the US. It's just that we're very vocal. And we're very vocal.
Yeah.
But maybe it's a cultural thing. If I'm being too
yeah.
critical, it's just that I'm American, but I'm also Latin, Latino. Latinos judge a lot on how you convey your emotions and expressions. if you were reticent or anything, we see that as an insult. So that's just me being Latino. But I do want to thank people in Toronto. You're very communicative and very alive. Please keep being Toronto.
You really like the skateboard guys.
I love you I hope you see this video. I love you skateboard guys. Including the one that had the megaphone yelling. I think he was yelling in French. God bless you. I loved you. I loved your insane energy. Skateboarding crew, please keep skateboarding. And the guy of the flag, he was awesome. I love you. And also, thank you for encouraging more culture and arts, like the beautiful Andean flute player.
Oh yes, in front of the Royal Ontario Museum.
He was part of a band called El Tribo. So props to them. Props to the beautiful museum. Props to everything in Toronto. Props to the wonderful universities. I love you, Toronto.
Yes. All right, thanks guys. We're going to be making more videos in front of this setting though.
Yes. Bye.
Stay tuned.
Bye.